This is what we're going to be doing in Spanish for the next 2 days. We've been studying present tense ER and IR verbs, so you're going to be creating an interactive notebook and flipbook that will help you learn, practice, memorize, review these concepts. So to start, and this is going to take you Monday and Tuesday to work on this, Wednesday if you have any questions, and then it'll be due at the start of class on Thursday. So plan accordingly with your time. Don't lose these. They will take a lot of time to assemble another one. So you need to start with one of these packets. It's stapled so you have all the pages that you're going to need. So the first one is going to be the steps to conjugating. You will need to cut out the first and second page. So you will need 2 blank pieces of paper. The first page will be cut out like this. You'll put the title on, Steps to Conjugating, and then don't cut along this solid line or it won't work. Then when you open it up, you can see what the different steps to conjugating are. You get those inside attachments or those inside pieces right here on the third page. So this third page is going to be used to put the first 2 templates together. The first one says start with the infinitive, drop the ending, add the new ending. Then the next one says example. So that's when you're going to choose a verb from your notes and you're going to show me how do you conjugate. Please choose one ER verb and one IR verb. Start with the infinitive, drop the ending, add the new ending. So your third box right under here will show everything conjugated. So those are your first 2 templates. For the third template, which you're going to be practicing, is your present tense ER, IR endings. So that's this page right here. What you're going to do is you're going to cut out and affix it to a paper so it looks like this, and then you'll have 6 windows that will open. So once again, don't cut on these solid lines or it's not going to work. When you open, you're going to see the endings. You can go back to your notes and review so you know what the endings are, and you'll have the title on right here. If you look on the next page in your template, you have all of the endings provided for you right here, so you'll cut out those 6 boxes. The good news is the next one is exactly the same, except we are working on IR verbs. So you're going to have your first person singular, your second person singular, so on and so forth. It will look just like this, 6 windows that open, and your IR endings will be inside. Now you can decorate color, add some bling to any of these that you want to, although it's not required. The next template that you're going to work on, here's your IR endings right here, is going to be actually practicing conjugating some of those ER and IR verbs. So this page right here has a list of infinitives that we've been working on in class. It has the Spanish on one side and the English on another side. So make sure as you're cutting those out not to lose any of those pieces. Be very careful with that. But you're going to use this for the next page. Now this page is going to let you practice conjugating 4 verbs on one piece of paper. So you'll need a blank piece of paper. And then I want you to choose 2 ER verbs and 2 IR verbs. So I have vender. Please on yours also attach the English translation. So this says first person singular. So when I lift that flap up, I had to conjugate it. I didn't have to cut out something. I actually conjugated the verb there. You're going to do that for all 6 boxes. So that's 24 different things. Down here, I have my IR verb. So I have escribir, and then it goes to escribo under the first person singular. So that's what those 2 pages are going to be. Then we're going to practice actually looking at the subject pronouns. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to have 2 ER and 2 IR. Go back to that vocab list so it helps make things easier for you. It's going to look like this. Up here you can see I have the Spanish and the English, comer, to eat. And then under the yo, I have yo como. So I actually had to write in the answer here. I didn't have something that I cut out. So that's what these flaps are going to look like. And then the next one is practicing the vocabulary. So I know that we've been working on some vocabulary that deals with ER verbs and IR verbs. So this one has the English on the outside. The example I'm going to show you has the Spanish on the outside, so don't worry about that. But this you'll cut apart so it looks like this. Put your paper this way, have your title at the top, and then you have your flaps. Yours will have the Spanish on the outside, or the English on the outside and the Spanish on the inside. So if I have to learn, I'll have aprender inside of it. So it will look like this. The next template, the inserts are right there on the next page. The next template, exact same setup, only the focus is on IR verbs. So you'll have it look like this, then with the opposite language right here. The final thing we're going to be working on is doing 2 conjugating flowers. And so for the conjugating flowers, we've talked about the stem and the ending of verbs. So the first one is for the ER verbs. I want you to write the ER endings inside this part of the flower. The stem will have the actual stem of whichever ER verb you choose, and then you're going to write the different conjugations on the petals of the flower. So you're going to do an ER flower, and then if you flip to the last page in this packet that you have, you're going to be doing an IR flower. So same thing, except you're going to be using the IR endings and choosing an IR verb for your stem and then for your ending and conjugations. Very important that you keep all of these together. I would recommend that you put them together, put a paper clip on those, and then you can turn them into the drawer. Don't hesitate if you have any questions on Wednesday. I can answer any of those questions. Get as much done as you can, and these will be due at the start of class on Thursday. Thank you.